I found out my sister was dating my ex on their wedding day. Back when I was 18, I had a crazy ex named Darren, who targeted me because I came from a broken family and had self-esteem issues. During the course of our 8-month relationship, he destroyed every ounce of self-worth I had left and made me fully believe I was undeserving of love. Every time he yelled or laid hands on me, he'd convince me it was my fault because I made him do it, that if I just didn't push him to, then he wouldn't hurt me. In just 8 months, he covered me head to toe in psychological and physical scars, and I only found the strength to leave him when he was arrested and thrown in jail. I quickly packed my bags and left his house, and I never saw him again, until now. It was my sister's wedding, and my first time meeting her fiancé. They lived together on the opposite side of the world. Seeing my sister Kathy walk down the aisle was surreal, and I wanted to cry of happiness, until I saw the man walking down after her husband, Darren. My entire world turned upside down. I felt nauseous, and I had to leave the ceremony there and then to go to the bathroom and throw up. My head was spinning. Did Darren track me down and seduce my sister on purpose? Did my sister know what he did? Did she not care? I had so many questions and so few answers. I came back out of the bathroom an hour later and everyone was already dancing. My sister was the first to notice, and she called me over, introducing me to her wonderful husband. It took everything in me not to puke, especially as he flashed that same exact smile he used to after tormenting me. I barely mustered a hello, but right as I was about to excuse myself, my sister walked off, telling me to bond with Darren a little. My legs literally went jelly out of fear, especially as Darren took my hand and led me to the dance floor. I subtly tried to break free, but his grip was too tight, and he leaned in and whispered in my ear, asking if I missed his touch. I wanted to get sick, and I whispered back to him I wasn't the same defenseless girl I used to be, but instead of taking me seriously, he chuckled. He said I was even easier than he remembers, and then warned me, saying he would make what he used to do to me feel like a massage if I spoke a word to anyone about our past. I gulped in fear, and even though I wanted to, I ignored my instinct to scream and instead just slow danced with him, fighting back the feminine urge to knee him in the gonards. The next few hours of my life were a blur. I don't remember much, but the one thing I do remember is going up to Kathy while she was away from Darren. I knew I was risking my life, but I had to tell her the truth. I took her out back so nobody could hear us, and I opened up to her. This was the first time I was ever honest about where all my scars actually came from. It was almost freeing, being able to cry without having to put on a brave face. But as I was pouring my heart out, I saw Kathy's face twisting. She was getting angry, but not at Darren. She was getting angry at me for lying. She refused to believe me, saying I was just jealous she found a husband before I did. I begged her to please listen to me. Darren was a monster capable of this. I showed her my burn mark down there, but she still wouldn't listen, and told me to take my jealousy somewhere else. She left me alone outside and went back in to dance with Darren, all while I just sobbed nonstop. That single moment hurt more than anything Darren ever did to me. The rest of the night between us was extremely tense. We barely glanced at each other. What made it worse is that I think Darren knew I had told Kathy something, because he kept flashing this, "Oh, you fucked up" smile at me. I left the wedding early, and throughout their honeymoon I was panicking. I was worried for Kathy's safety, but what I didn't realize was that it wasn't Kathy I should have worried about. It was me, because Darren never loved Kathy. Turns out, he had come back for me. And what he did next made that painfully clear. The rest of the full story is on my channel and linked below.